Wake it up, ladies. We are back with another solo episode. Today is one of those days. You know how there's a Newton's law that says anything that can go wrong? There's a Newton's law that says anything that can go wrong will go wrong. See how I tried to say that and it came out wrong? Like, that's the kind of day that I'm having. My little recording software isn't working. Okay, like things are just not going as planned, but this is going to be a really damn good episode. Honestly, one of my best solo episodes. I am setting the tone for your summer, for our summer. Okay, I'm redefining your mindset for the summer. This is going to be your best summer yet. I am so goddamn excited. So we're going to talk about that in a second, but obviously, of course, as always, I have life updates. I am in La La Land. A lot of you ladies know that LA is endgame for me. At least that's what I think. I like to stay open to the idea of where I may end up in life. But for now, LA is endgame. So as you guys know, I have a friend in my apartment. Okay, I've got someone in my apartment. She's amazing. She's been in my apartment now for 2 months. Honestly, she's been in my apartment all winter. And she signed a lease for April 1st. So I was like, okay, amazing. Like, I get to go back home April 1st. Like, that was my plan. My plan was to leave New York for the winter and then I would go back in April. So my friend in my apartment, she signed a lease for April 1st and she was leaving. I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. And then she hits me up one day. She was like, oh my God, Kim, my lease just fell through, which if you know anything about trying to get an apartment in New York, this happens all the time. It happens all the time. I had a friend staying with me in the fall and her lease fell through. She signed a lease for a new place and then it fell through. So this is like very common. Anyway, her lease fell through and she's like, is there any chance I can stay in your spot through April? And I was like, no, sorry, babe. Like, I'm really ready to come home. But then I realized and recognized that I have a couple obligations in LA for the end of April. Like, a friend is having a milestone moment that I have to be there for. I'm going to Cowboy Carter. All of these things are happening. So I was like, you know what? Why don't I just let her stay in my apartment? Why don't I be a good friend? Also, like, why would I pay my full month's rent only to come to LA for 2 weeks at the end of the month? Because my two obligations are like a week apart. So I would end up staying in LA for 2 weeks. I'm like, let's be like fiscally conservative, economically responsible, and let's let your friend stay in your apartment, pay your rent, and then you can just pay rent to someone in LA. So anyways, this is me kind of like soft launching my bi-coastal era. I'm doing the month of April. I've been here since April 1st. So I'm doing the full month. I leave May 2nd. Full month in LA. I'm in West Hollywood. I'm like walking distance from Trader Joe's. I don't know if I should dox myself. Anyway, I'm in the heart of West Hollywood, which is like the New York to LA starter pack. I do not have a vehicle. You want to know why I don't have a vehicle? Even though everyone was like, oh my God, you need a car, you need a car, you need a car. Yes, I understand that you need a car. The reason that I don't have a car is because my license is suspended, I think, or I just haven't renewed it, which honestly, I know exactly what it is. I definitely have unpaid parking tickets. Not parking tickets, speeding tickets. I definitely have unpaid speeding tickets, and I need to figure out how much I owe and just pay for it so that I can have a license again, because I think that's what's happening. Like, is there a warrant out for my arrest? I don't know. I'm not sure. Like, no one Google that shit. I don't know. There might be. But, you know, when I was younger, I was a little speed racer, okay? Like, I would go from Houston to Austin, Texas, and I would speed. I'd be going like 120 miles per hour the entire way. In fact, I would set my car on cruise control to 120 miles per hour. So yes, sometimes I got a speeding ticket in the middle of nowhere town. And was I going to come back to appear in court for that speeding ticket in the middle of nowhere, Smithsville, Texas? Abso-fucking-lutely not. The population is like 100 people. I was not coming back to, you know, do all of that. So yeah, I don't have a license right now. And because I've lived in New York for 6 years, I didn't need a license. I was like young and I was like in my early 20s and I was like, I don't need to figure this out right now. But as I'm getting older and I'm like officially in my late 20s, which is crazy. We're going to talk about that in just a second. That is so crazy to me. Oh my God, I'm panicking. Oh my God, I can't breathe. Oh my God, I'm losing. Oh my God, I'm seeing stars. I'm about to pass out. This is nuts. I'm in my late 20s. I cannot believe I'm even saying that out of my mouth. So yeah, I'm in LA. I'm in LA for the month of April. and I'm really excited. And I'm soft launching this bi-coastal era. So I'm going to do this month here. Then in May, I'm going to be back in New York. And then I think I may come back to LA for June. If I can figure out my license situation by then and it's not like, $10,000, then I'll be back in June. Otherwise, I should probably figure out my license situation before I come back so that I can get a car. Anyway, here are my thoughts on New York versus LA. I've now been here for 2 weeks. Oh my God, exactly 2 weeks because I'm recording this Monday, April 14th. So I've been here exactly for 2 weeks. Okay, so I've been to a few events while being in LA, and I will say here you go to one event. Like you go to the one event for your night and then that is it. Whereas like in New York, you go to an event and then you go to dinner with your friends and then you go to another event and then you meet your friends out for drinks and then you go to another event. Like New York is so fast paced. Everybody is on the same time. Everybody like is ready to do business. Everybody wants to collaborate. Like the energy is unmatched. I also will say because I am very particular now. I don't like drink as much anymore. Like you guys know, like I'm a Patron, Silver, Don Julio, Blanco, on the rocks kind of girl with the side of fresh lime juice. That is my vibe. I no longer do that. I am now a Sancerre girl, okay? A glass of crisp white wine girl. That is my go-to. You want to know why? Because when you enter your late 20s, hangovers get crazy. Hangovers feel like suicide watch. I'm not kidding. Like the anxiety is unbearable. Like after a night out, if I have had a couple tequilas, I am in bed contemplating my whole entire existence. I'm like, what did I say? What did I do? Oh my God. Like, do I need to myself? I'm not kidding. That is genuinely how I feel after a night out with my handy dandy tequila. So I can't drink them anymore. I can't have them anymore. That is like really like special occasion kind of drink. But if I have, maybe like half a gummy, 2, maybe 3 max glasses of white wine, I'm good. I can pop out of bed the next morning, 6 a.m. Okay, I can go to Pilates. I can go to a bar. I can go do yoga. Like I can be a full functioning adult human being if I just stick to wine, white wine, not red wine. Red wine gives me migraine. So yeah, obviously the older that you get, and now that I'm in my late 20s, I'm going to say that a million times this episode because I am just trying to get comfortable with that. I'm trying to get comfortable with the fact that I am in my late 20s, guys. Like it's time for me to grow the fuck up. Like I need to get my shit together. So yes, I'm a white wine girly. I don't know how we got to this topic. I think I was talking about, oh yes, so dating in LA. So because I don't drink as much, I'm not having my tequilas, right? Like I am fully present, okay? I know exactly what I'm looking at. I know exactly what is coming out of this man's mouth. My inhibitions are present. My inhibitions are with us, okay? I am not like frilly-nilly, oh my God, I want to make out with you like I used to when I was in my early 20s. There's just none of that. I am like fully present. I am not judging, but I'm listening and I'm hearing and I'm understanding. So yeah, it's kind of just like, and then things close earlier. So it's not like in New York where you go on a date and then you can go to one spot and then another spot and it's, dimly lit and it's romantic and all those things. Not to say that it can't be romantic here, but it's a little different. It's a little different. Okay, last topic about what I do like about LA. I love the TV and film industry. I love that it's a new world for me. I've been going out with like studio execs and writers and directors and things like that. And it's been really cool. I mean, these guys are brilliant. They're super creative, but there's also like this business side of the film and TV industry, which I really like. I went to a special screening of Friendship, which was really a lot of fun. It's this new like cringe comedy by this gent named Andrew D. Young, starring Paul Rudd, Tim Robinson, and Kate Mara, if I'm not mistaken. But even that was really cool, like going to the WME screening room, and just like learning what it takes to get a movie made and like all of these things. I think that is really, 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 really cool to me. So I like that aspect of it, just getting to learn about the industry through the different guys that, I get to spend time with and date. I use the term date very loosely. Dating to me is meeting new people and getting to know new people, not like sleeping with people. I've been celibate since my last relationship. That's kind of my vibe. If I'm not in a relationship, I'm definitely celibate. There's just like no reason for me to give out the goods for free. You know what I mean? Like, sweetie, my goods are good. My goods are good. My goods are valuable. I'm not giving that shit up for free. Anywho, so I saw this tweet and it really resonated with me. So I felt like I had to bring it to the pod. Okay, it reads, even my ex from 6th grade still loves me. I can't be the problem. Which I couldn't agree more. Guys, all of my exes absolutely love me. In fact, one of my exes, the one that I spoke about in the last solo, you know, the one that like he works for the Rockets, love him. He's amazing. So sweet. So the thing about him, we'll call him Mr. NBA or NBA man. We'll call him NBA man. So he works for the NBA. And he's great. He's super generous. Like he's just like honestly such a sweetheart. So he saw that I was in LA. Honestly, anytime he's in a city that I'm in, obviously he's there for a game. So he works with the Rockets. He's always inviting me to come out to games, but I don't know, like I never go. I'm always like, he's just trying to like reel me in and like see if I'll still, you know, give him time of day. Like I'm not gonna bite this bait. I'm not biting the bait. But this go around, he was like, hey, we have a couple games this week. Do you want to come? Like I'll get you tickets to the game. So like I was like, absolutely. He was like, I would also like to see you. And I was like, okay. In my head, I'm like, I need those goddamn tickets first. I was like, here's my email for the tickets. And yeah, we'll find time. So because I know how he is, and because I was like, I don't want to take the bait, I wasn't planning to go to the game until the ticket arrived in my like Ticketmaster. So I went to the Clippers and Rockets game on a last Wednesday. And then I went to the Rockets and Lakers game on Friday. But again, because I didn't want to take the bait, I didn't want to like reach out to friends and be like, do you want to come before I got the tickets? Because I just wasn't sure. I didn't know if he was baiting me. Anywho, obviously I went to the games. I had the best time ever. It was so amazing. Like it was just so much fun. Such a great experience. So yeah, I saw the Clippers and the Rockets, and then I saw the Lakers and the Rockets, and I saw Bronny. Also seeing LeBron James, which I've been to a couple games, but seeing LeBron James on the court, he's so attractive. He's like larger than life. He's such a man. Savannah James, you are a lucky motherfucker. You are a lucky woman. He's such a man. And then he has a son. And you know, I don't date younger. I would date a man on his deathbed before I even considered dating younger. But I will say that watching the crowd go berserk, go nuts, lose their mind when Bronny got on the court in fourth quarter. Again, guys, I'm not even like a basketball. Well, I'd want to own a team one day. That's like kind of one of my goals. I would like to own a team. Anywho, with my family, I'd like to own a team with my family. Anywho, watching, and you guys know I played basketball in middle school. I was the center or number 5 or the point guard, whatever it's called. I played basketball and I had this one move. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So I kind of know a thing or two about basketball. I kind of know. Do I follow the sport? No. Do I love going to basketball games? Absolutely. It's my favorite sporting event, going to a basketball game. I would like to have season tickets first, and then later in life, I would like to own a team. I say all this to say I know a thing or two about basketball. I know a thing or two about the game. So anyway, watching Bronny get on the court, fourth quarter, the crowd goes nuts. The crowd goes insane. Okay, at first he wasn't doing so hot. He tried to like shoot a 3-pointer. He missed, which is fine. Everybody misses sometime. And then, mind you, fourth quarter. And then he gets the ball again and he scores a point. And I swear to God, the entire stadium turned upside down. Everyone was going crazy. We were like, whoa, go Bronny. Like so much energy. Anyways, I had a lot of fun at the game. Bronny, you know, if we ever bump shoulders, like I will flirt. I will flirt with you. I want you to know I will flirt with you. I will flirt with Bronny. Bronny, I would give you a little flirt just because you are a brave man to play with your dad. Okay, those are some big ass shoes to fill. And I just think he's such a team player to even like get out there and do the damn thing. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Okay, so you guys know I've been thinking about the fact that I'm in my late 20s. But now that I'm in my late 20s, how many single summers do I have left? Like this could very well be my last single summer. So that is the vibe for this summer. The vibe and the mindset for this summer is last single summer. We are going nuts this summer. We are going berserk this summer. We are going crazier than the crowds watching Bronny James get on the court fourth quarter at the Lakers game, okay? We are going wild. We are going fucking nuts this summer. It is our last single summer. That's the mindset. That's the mindset. Don't we like that? I know. I love it. I'm gonna make it my mission to make sure you and me have the most liberating, spicy, and fuck it we ball summer of our lives, of all time. Because honestly, the older we get, the closer we may be to having our last single summer. So I think it's really important that we maximize on this time. Okay, so for starters, I feel like we need to redefine single, right? Like, I think that's like a good starting point. We need to redefine single. Like, what does single mean to you? What does single mean to me? I feel like as women, oftentimes, and a lot of times, we are embarrassed to say that we're single, right? And I understand there's so much like societal pressure for us to be partnered in a relationship. And a lot of our value oftentimes comes from being partnered and being in a relationship. So I get it. I understand that it can be a little embarrassing to say that you're single. But guess what? It shouldn't be. And it's not anymore because we are redefining single. Single for women has always been synonymous with alone. And that's just not true. That's not true. It's not the reality. Single doesn't mean alone. Single means free as fuck. Single means no ties, no tears. It means tan lines, tequila. It means no one asking you to turn on your location. None of that weird shit. You know when you're in a relationship and like it just sometimes can get a little weird. It gets really possessive. Like the jealousy starts oozing out of your veins. Like, no, you don't have to deal with that when you're single. Okay, so we are redefining single to mean free as fuck. That is the vibe. That's the definition. I feel like as women, being single, especially for us serial monogamists, being single is our version of ethical non-monogamy. You can date as many people as you want. You can have 5 boyfriends. You can have 3 boyfriends. God, you could have 10 boyfriends. Taste the rainbow while you still can. That is what it means to be single. You're not lonely. You're out. You're enjoying yourself. You're shopping. You're shopping with a black Amex with no fucking limit. You understand? You have phenomenal options. And this summer, you are going to try on each and every one. It's not about having no boyfriends. It's about having as many boyfriends as you see fit. I just feel like being single is freedom in its final form, okay? No obligations, no emotional entanglements, no one tracking your every movement. You don't have to answer to anyone. Like, that is how we need to redefine single for this summer. Honestly, for forever, like truly and honestly, single means free as fuck. When men are single, they're like, fuck it, we ball. That's how we are now. Single is not synonymous with lonely. Single is synonymous with freedom. Let's talk rules of engagement. I just felt like we had to redefine single because I know a lot of people get a little weird when it comes to their single status, but you shouldn't, okay? Like, this is your time. These are the best years of your life. This is your last single summer. That is the vibe. That's the energy that we're putting into the world. But first, we had to redefine what it means to be single. Okay, now let's talk about the rules of engagement for your last single summer. Rule number 1. You gotta have an eat, pray, love moment, okay? You need to romanticize your life this summer. Book the flight, disappear for the weekend, like do all the things. I personally am planning to do a little solo Euro trip, which is like actually scary even coming out of my mouth, but that's what I'm gonna do. That is kind of my vibe. You have to have an eat, pray, love moment. Like that is the number 1 rule for your last single summer. Now remember, if the vibes are ever off, you're gone. But if the vibes are right, you can stay a while. You can stay as long as you want. Your last single summer is a summer on your terms and only your terms. Rule number 2, say yes to everything. Say yes to every fucking thing. Say yes to the invites, say yes to the first date, say yes to the dinner party where you know absolutely no one. Put yourself into the world, out into the world. Make yourself a large target for luck, in the words of Paul Graham. You are abso-fucking-lutely going. You are saying yes, but you are also exercising your nose. You are using your nose wisely, and your nose do not come with an explanation. It's just, no, I'm not feeling it. I won't be there. But for the most part, you're saying yes. Rule number 3, you get one dating app this summer. One dating app. How embarrassing for you to be on multiple dating apps. It is not that bad. You are not that desperate. Okay, you get one dating app. I'm so sick and tired of the girls being on the Hinge, then the Bumble, then the Raya, then the Tinder, then the this, then the League, then the You get one dating app. One dating app. As if the world does not exist, as if you cannot meet people IRL. I'm so sorry. You get one. I'm dead ass serious. If I find out that you are scrolling on Hinge and Bumble, I'm going to beat your ass. Honestly, I'm going to fight you. Not literally, but in your dreams. I will show up in your dreams and I will haunt you. Get rid of the multiple apps. You get one dating app. You guys know my personal favorite, Raya, which you can't even really talk about publicly for obvious reasons. It's one of my faves. I really like it because there's like the network effect of it. A lot of the people on there run in the same circles. There's always like mutuals, which I really, really like. Plus you can like check out their Instagram. Like I just really like it. But you will never catch me on Raya and like, no. You can only find me on one place online. And I just think that is kind of the energy for the summer, ladies. Okay. Like they can only find you on one dating app. Otherwise, they need to find you IRL in person. Oh, I almost forgot to add, you are not collecting men this summer. You are curating experiences this summer. Okay. That means when it comes to the apps, we're not doing any burnout. We're not doing any pen pals. If he doesn't plan a date, you unmatch and you move on. But this like back and forth, this like fake parasocial relationship with these boys on these apps, it's not happening. I'm not having it for you this summer. Okay, it is your last single summer. That's the energy. You need to make the most of it. Rule number 4, you owe no one consistency. And not in like a shady, snarky, bitchy way, but in like, there is no pressure. If you're not into it, you're not into it, and you can clip it. Again, last single summer, last 3 months on the streets. So why waste your time with someone that isn't worth your time? Okay, clip it immediately. If the vibes are off, you're out. If the vibes are right, you'll stay as long as you want. Remember that. Do not fucking forget that. Rule number 5 for your last single summer. Never cancel on your girls for a guy. You will never, I mean never, cancel on your girlfriends to go hang out with a man. That is such a no-no in my book. Honestly, that is just such a no-no for your own karma in the universe of girlhood. You just do not do that. In fact, let me tell you why you don't do that. Because oftentimes and a lot of times, guys wouldn't blow off their boys to spend time with you. So the fact that you would blow off your girls to spend time with him already says that there's a power imbalance. You guys are meant to be equals, right? You guys are meant to equally value each other. In fact, it would be nice if he valued you a little bit more than you value him. You know what I'm saying? Like he needs to like you a little bit more than you like him. So with that, the fact that you are even willing to blow off your girlfriends for a guy that you just met, even if it was your man. But again, for your last single summer, you are a single woman, you are a free woman, you are curating experiences, you're not collecting men. You are absolutely not under any circumstances canceling plans with your girlfriends to go spend time with a dude. You're just not doing it. I have done it in life, in my past lives, and it's never a good idea. It never works out with the guy. Just don't do it, okay? Just do not do it. If you guys want to make a plan on a day that you have availability, but do not start reorganizing, restructuring your schedule to fit a man in the plan. Nope. You're not doing it. I won't have it for you. And if you do it, I swear to God, I will beat your ass in your dreams. I will show up in your dreams and I will haunt you. I will give you nightmares because you're not allowed to do that. Period. Rule number 6, which is one of my favorite rules of all time, honestly, just in life, this summer, for your last single summer, every single day, I need you to go out and flirt with the world. Now, remember, you are not flirting to secure a man. That is not the vibe. That's not what you're doing. You are flirting because it is magnetic, because it gives you options. It opens doors. It might even land you on a boat in Portofino. Like that is why you're flirting. You're flirting because you're only on one dating app, okay? And all the other dating that's going to occur for the summer is going to happen out in the world. And the only way to attract people is to attract them with your smile, with your eye contact, with your open body language, with your cheeky, conversation starters, with your compliments. Like you are flirting with the world. You're flirting flirting with everyone, every single one, especially if you belong to a members club. A lot of times, like the receptionist, the staff at these members clubs, they know all the single guys. So they might match you up. All of that to say, you just need to flirt with the world this summer, okay? Like I tell you this all the time. I told you this on the last solo episode. You're flirting. You're flirting really fucking hard this summer, okay? Rule number 7, no overthinking. You are not overthinking this summer, okay? If a situation starts acting weird, don't spiral, don't explain, archive the chat, keep it cute, and keep it moving. That is it. If shit starts to get weird, you exit stage left. This is your last single summer. Do you know what last means? Last means it's over. Last means you're in the house, locked up. After this summer. That means that you're not overthinking bullshit. That means you're not crying over BS. That means you're archiving the chat and you're moving on. Emotional detachment is the mindset for the summer. Obviously, if you fall for someone, fall for them. But if they start acting weird, if they start fucking with your mental, if you would rather stay in with all the blinds closed, crying into your pillow instead of being out into the world this summer, it's a no for me. It's a no for me. And if you do that, again, I will beat your ass. I will haunt you in your dreams and I'll make it stop. I'll make it stop. Okay, rule number 8. Take notes and take names this summer. You are collecting memories and you are planting seeds. Do not get too attached to the idea of someone. You meet someone, you like them, spend time with them, but don't like start getting woo-woo. Don't start getting ahead of yourself. Plant the seed, but don't like sit there and watch it grow. Plant the seed and move on. Plant the seed and then go plant another seed somewhere else. Don't put anyone on a pedestal this summer. That is not the vibe. You're not planning a wedding, okay? You are living in the moment and you are not putting any of these boys on a pedestal. God created man equally, and he created all of these men that you are going to get to meet this summer equally. Okay? And the winners win. So if he's not pursuing you, he is a loser. See what I'm saying? If he stops running in the race, he's behind. The prize isn't chase the contestant. So anyway, take notes, take names. You're collecting experiences and you are planting seeds. Anything more than that, you're doing too much. Again, I will show up in your dreams and I will beat your ass. Rule number 9, no ties and no tears this summer. It is your last single summer. You will shed not a single tear for a single man, for a single situation, for anything. You're not doing it. I will not allow it. If you get disappointed, that is absolutely fine. We all get disappointed sometimes, but you don't have to perform your pain. You can cry in the shower. You can call your mom, but you're not going to cry for that man in front of that man about that man. You're not doing it. Cry in the fucking shower. Cry on the phone with your bestie. Cry in my DMs. DM me your tears. But what you will not do is perform your pain this summer for any boy. Blinds are open. You are out living. We are not doing any bouts of depression this summer. We're not doing it. Rule number 10, and the final rule of engagement for your last single summer. Never, and I mean never, confuse excitement for compatibility. Don't fucking do it. Don't think about doing it. Don't dream about doing it. Do not do it. And always ask yourself, he may give me butterflies, but does he give me peace? Okay? Because chaos should not be confused with chemistry. Be smart this summer, ladies. It is your last single summer, ladies. I need each and every one of you to make the most of it, okay? I love you all so deeply. And as we are getting older, we really need to make the most of these single years. Being single is freedom in its final form. You don't have to answer to anyone. It's not about being alone. It's literally about pairing up with as many people as you want. I'm not telling you to be a hoe now. Like, I'm not saying sleep with all these people. Be fucking smart. Don't be fucking stupid. Don't go catching things. Okay, that is not my advice. But what I'm saying is it's your opportunity to honestly, truly taste the rainbow. It's your opportunity to try all the phenomenal options out there. Try all the different moments and the memories that you want to try. Like, try the things. Okay, see what you like, see what you don't like. It's not your time to sulk. It's not your time to sit and try to watch a flower grow. No, you're going to plant seeds and you're going to move on. And you're just going to have a damn good time. This summer, for your last single summer, it is not about finding the one. It is about finding the you that doesn't need one. You understand me? It's about feeling confident and comfortable in your singlehood. Because I swear to God, you are going to look back at these years and you're going to say, fuck, I miss them. So because we're going all out, we're going nuts, we're going berserk this summer, you will have no regrets down the road. You will have absolutely no regrets. Just follow my rules, follow my guide, follow my lead, follow me. I know what I'm talking about. All right, it's time for confession sessions. Your confessions are quite interesting this week. Confession number 1, panic at the disco. I panic and say yes to things that I don't want to, and then I cancel last minute. I have a friend that does this. Grant, I am talking to you. He has never canceled on me. He never cancels on anyone, and that is the problem. That is the problem. So I'm going to tell you exactly what I told my Granty, who I love so deeply and so much. You need to conserve your energy. You need to be very, very, very smart about your energy. And one thing that I tell Grant to do, hey, if someone invites you out, just say, thanks so much for the invite. Like, let me confirm day of, just to see where my energy is at. And if you don't want to give them that much, you can just say, hey, I may have something that night. Let me confirm day of. You know what I mean? Like, you can give them as much information as you like, but if you don't want to tell them like, oh, my energy levels and all that, like just say, I might have something that night. Can I confirm day of? And I think it's really important, especially if you're the person that you overexert yourself. Like, be really conservative with your energy. Do not say yes to things until the day of if you possibly can. Obviously, there are some things that you need to commit to well in advance, and I understand that. And if you say yes to something, you need to follow through. But I think it's really important to conserve your energy, right? Like, really consider, what's the purpose of this meeting? Am I going out just to go out, or am I watering a relationship? Is this a business opportunity? Is this a business relationship? Is this a friendship? And I haven't seen this person in a really long time. Conserve your energy. Say yes, but make your yeses meaningful by not saying yes to everything. Confession number 2. I care too much. How do I truly stop giving a fuck? It's a great question. And to answer it, I'm going to ask you a question. Who is paying your bills? Who's paying your bills? You want to not give a fuck? Think about who's paying your bills, because the only person that you need to give a fuck about is the person who is paying your bills. And that is something that I have to remind myself constantly, because I know sometimes you can become a slave to perception. You can become a slave to other people's opinions and all of these things. But like, at the end of the day, who is paying your bills? Who? Like, if your mom's paying your bills, then yeah, consider her opinion. Make sure that she's happy with you. You know what I mean? Like, if your job is paying your bills, make sure that your boss likes you. Make sure that you're doing a damn good job. But apart from that, like, anyone that is not paying for you to stay alive, you should not give a fuck about them. Truly and honestly, you just shouldn't. Confession number 3 is titled Burned. What do you do when you feel like you're always getting burned out and you can't keep up with yourself anymore? Oh my God, this is so me. Like, and it has been me for quite some time now. I wrote about it in a recent Instagram post. I wrote, I'm painfully high functioning. So to remedy my recurring burnout, I have a new rule. No work on the weekends, which honestly, guys, it's really hard for me. Like, I am just like a working bee. I'm painfully high functioning. I love working. I cannot sit on my hands. It has been really challenging for me to like take a beat and rest. I want to do a full episode on burnout. I've recently been reading a book called 4,000 Weeks by Oliver Burkeman. I have it right here for anyone that's watching on YouTube. Get this book. It's really good. It's the kind of book that'll mess with your sense of time, like in the best way, right? It's very much a reminder that we are not meant to do it all, and that freedom comes with embracing our limits. Like, you need to embrace your limits. Rest is so important. Rest is so important for recharge. Rest is so important. If you want to keep going, you need to understand that there is power in pace. Like, pace yourself. You do not need to be the fastest person, right? It's not first past the finish line. No. You need to conserve your energy. I feel like it kind of ties into the person who is the yes man that just says yes to everything without their yes having any meaning, right? Like, yes, I want you to say yes to more things, but I also want you to say yes to things that matter. So that, I think, also applies to the work that you're doing, right? I recommend the book to all of you. It's not about getting more done. It's about getting real about what actually matters, especially if we only have 4,000 weeks to live. Like, you need to get really, really smart about where you are spending your time. I'm going to do a full episode about burnout. That'll probably be my next solo episode. So I won't get really into the crux of it and kind of what I have been doing to try to get rid of this recurring, or rather to remedy my recurring burnout. But I just think that you need to be mindful of where you are spending your energy. You need to introduce rest into your schedule. Turn off your phone. I preach Opal, use Opal, lock yourself out of the social media apps. Like, I think a lot of times we don't understand that even scrolling on social media is work, right? Like, you're just flooded with all of this information. Your mind is going. Like, you need time to ruminate. You need time for new ideas to come to you. Like, you cannot be operating on E. Like, it's not sustainable. I think for you need to get real about how much you are resting and what rest looks like to you. Like, what does it look like to turn your brain off? What does it look like to shut yourself out from the world and introduce that into your weekly schedule? That's something that I have been working on. It is very, very hard. It is very, very challenging. And I'll talk about in my next solo, right? I'll talk about how we quite literally were designed for burnout. Like, when we had the opportunity to have more leisurely time, we just decided to fill that time with more ambitions, right? To fill that time with keeping up with the Joneses. And then once we finally reach those Joneses, we adopt new Joneses to try to keep up with. Like, we are on go constantly. And I think once you understand that, you will understand rest is so goddamn important. You're really going to have to find moments to feed your soul. I feel like this is the perfect topic for a solo episode, so I won't give it all to you guys today in this confession, but I'm working on it. You're going to get my burnout solution. But long story short, it is really hard to operate on E. So you need to find things that refuel you, find things that you cannot monetize, that you will not monetize, that can refuel you, because I think everyone is walking around burnt out and it really sucks. This week, I am not impressed with miserable bitches. I have never been impressed with miserable bitches. I am over you bitches. You are miserable and I want nothing to do with you. Please keep your antics to yourself. I recently shared on TikTok a life update about me soft launching my bi-coastal era in LA. Some little miserable bitch in so many words commented,
"Good luck dating in LA. It's going to be really hard for you."
I've been on about 4 or 5 dates in the 2 weeks that I've been in LA. It's not hard for me. Dating is not hard for me at all. It's never been hard for me. No matter where I go on this planet Earth, dating has never been hard for me, because it's not hard for me to meet new people. That is what dating is. I know how to flirt with the world. I know how to put myself out there. I'm charismatic. I'm magnetic. Like, dating has never been hard for me. Just because I'm in LA and dating may be hard for you does not mean that I now have to adopt your scarcity mindset. It does not mean that I now have to adopt your limitations. Dating has never and will never be difficult for me. Look at me and look at you. I run into so many little miserable bitches online with such negativity, and I'm such a positive person. I'm magnetic, I'm attractive, and when I say attractive, I mean I attract people. I pull people in based on my energy. I'm a high energy, positive person. I don't go, leave nasty, miserable comments projecting my limitations on random people that I've never met and could never meet in my entire life on the internet. That's just not how I am. So I'm just like I'm so over the miserable bitches. Dating is not hard for me, but it may be hard for you. And just because it's hard for you does not mean it'll be hard for me. And another thing, the reason why dating is likely hard for the person who commented that, it's probably because you're not that likable. When you're that negative, anything's going to be hard for you. Anything. Life is going to be hard for you. Anyway, I'm so sick of it. I am so sick of that energy online and just like in general. I think the moral of the story and what I want you ladies to take away from this is, do not let other people's limits become yours. You know what I mean? Like, don't adopt someone else's scarcity mindset. Do not do that. If you do that, I will show up in your dreams and beat your ass. Like, do not let these people project their insecurities onto you. You need to know who you are. Do not let people tell you who you are. Do not let people tell you how your journey is going to go. No. You tell them, actually, that's not my story. That's your story, but it's not mine. Your thoughts ultimately create your reality. And I know we talk about this a lot. So if you decide that something's going to be hard, without a doubt, I guarantee you that thing is going to be hard. And when it comes to dating, what is dating? Dating is literally meeting people. There are 4 million people in LA. Why would that be hard? Why would it be hard to meet somebody in LA? 4 million people? Not hard for me. Maybe hard for you, but not hard for a girl like me. So just remember that when those little miserable bitches project their insecurities, their limitations, their negativity, their scarcity mindset on you, I need you to duck and cover because their reality is not your reality. And do not let their comments become your thoughts and shift your reality or your perception of yourself. Don't allow it. Anyways, ladies, I do not have a weekly pick-me-up this week. I forgot to add one in my outline. So I don't have a weekly pick-me-up, but I think a good takeaway from this entire episode, I want your energy this summer to be last single summer. Single means free as fuck. Single means taste the rainbow. Single means no ties, no tears, tequila, and tan lines. That is what your summer is going to be this year. It is your last single summer. I want you to give it your all. I want you to be outside. I want you to say yes to everything. And when you say no, do not explain yourself. As long as the vibes are right, you are there. If the vibes are wrong, you're gone. That is your takeaway for this week. I need everyone to be on their feral, I'm outside kind of energy this summer. I love you guys so deeply, so deeply. I think this was like a really fun little catch-up episode. Until next time, I'll see you all so soon. Love you. Bye. Yeah, wait, before you go, leave me a 5-star review with a compliment, okay? If you have something negative to say, email it to me. Do not put that shit on the internet, all right? You leave me a review and I can start having 3 meals a day. Your girl is starved. Leave me a review.